Hey guys, welcome to BP, the Bible Perspective. This is President Trump's last official night as President of the United States. And in the morning, he will skip the inauguration of President-elect Biden. He will hold whatever send-off he's trying to arrange. And then he will board Air Force One for the last time and fly to Florida, leaving behind 74 million extremely disappointed supporters, many of which are evangelical Christians who supported him 85%, large margin, one of the largest margin really in history. Maybe Ronald Reagan could rival that. But here's what I wanted to bring up. God rejected Trump. If I'm using the evangelical Christianese language, God rejected Trump. They prophesied, they spoke into existence, fasted, gave money, turned out even and voted. And despite all of those efforts, he lost. He lost when they said in the beginning of his term that God had raised this man up. They raised this man up like a King Cyrus, raised this man up like a Jehu. He was supposed to drain the swamp. He was supposed to bring the nation back to God. That's what they said. They said a lot more, but that's what they said. So this election is hard-hitting because God rejected him by their standards. But not only that, but if God rejected Trump, he also rejected white evangelicalism, who abandoned all of their values to esteem this man, not only support him. Let me say this. I'll say this because I said this before. I don't criticize people who supported or even voted for Trump. There are valid reasons, especially if you're rich. Especially if you're rich. Now, if you're not rich, I don't know why you're supporting the man. I've heard from others that, hey, he was the most friendly Christian president ever. That's not true. But I'll give you that he certainly was Christian friendly to the degree that you think he did something. Like, okay, he moved the embassy to Jerusalem. A lot of Jewish people saw that as good. But what does it mean in the big scheme of things? He negotiated an Arab peace deal. That was good. But what does it mean in the bigger spiritual scheme of things? And yes, while Trump did some good things for the country, he wasn't all bad as president. Despite all of that, God rejected him. Despite the voter suppression attempt, God rejected him. Despite the prophecies, God rejected him. And in doing so, he rejected white evangelicalism because they put their whole heart and soul into this presidency. So the question that white evangelicals should be asking is, why did God reject not only the presidency, but ultimately your ideology, your philosophy, your Christianity? Because God certainly could have, right? God could have put him in office, kept him in office. You believe that he was going to put him in office. You believe he was going to keep him in office. So why didn't he? And I'm going to say, look deeper, because God, in my opinion, also rejected the philosophies and ideologies that Christians held to. I believe a lot of Christians forsook their values in order to support this candidate, and I don't understand why. But nevertheless, if the soul searching should be really done, the Christian should say, why, God, did you reject us in the form of this presidency? Why did God say no when everybody was convinced, and you convinced yourself it was a yes? So not only, to me, are they detached from reality, they are also detached from spiritual reality. That white evangelical Christianity is out of sync with God. Look, there'll be other presidents, and the cycle of politics always comes around. But I think Christians ought to, evangelical Christians who not only supported Trump, but defended him, should ask the question, why did God reject us? That's my perspective. Don't forget to like and share this video, and to please subscribe to BP, The Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a thought or comment, add it to the comment section below. All comments are welcome. Till next time, I'll see you then.